Holy shit.
Oh, it's Friday!
Oh, it is Friday. Oh my God. For some odd reason, I'm hardwired in, but it shows...
He's hardwired. I'm just hard.
So everybody, welcome into the show. We're Out of Rhythm. I'm Jamie. That's Eli. Yeah, we're on one screen at all. We tried doing the two screen thing. Yeah, it doesn't work for us. Whole mic issue and sounding. We're like, yeah, nope, no
bueno.
Yeah, it was not working. So, anyways, yeah, we ended up getting talking a little bit. Yeah, it's one of those things where we were sipping a little bit and we ended up talking a little bit longer than normal. Like, hey, dude, we got a show to do.
yeah, pretty much. Like we're gonna rush in there, and right now we got exactly 0 people viewing. So get those numbers up, you'll get some information out of it. Just say it. Otherwise, we're gonna hit again. He's got to go to work.
Yes, but yeah, no, we end up having, we were actually having a conversation. It was, usually when we can get talking, we have a little, sipping on a little bit here and there. We end up just kind of talking about just bunch of different random stuff. We end up talking about a lot of alcohols we don't like, things that we tried, and yada yada yada. We end up talking a little sports stuff here and there. And
it happens,
so it's just one of those things we end up just kind of talking about. I don't know, it's just something about him and I. Once we start talking, it just never seems to stop. It keeps going and going and going.
That's why we do this show. That's why we came on. Because guess what? It's a goddamn blizzard outside. We're in South Dakota.
Yeah,
it's the great state of South Dakota. Okay, and we're coming through blizzard.
That was a truck.
It was a rat-rotted truck. We're coming through all of that for you. And you know what, dude? It's Friday.
It is Friday.
And I feel like talking about a little NFL. I feel like talking about the FBS playoffs that are coming up. But we got 1 week of conference games before that coming up tomorrow. I feel like talking about maybe a little wrestling. Huh?
Ooh, a little wrestling?
Huh? That's actually going on now because we're late. Fucking Sheamus, some fucking chest beating shit going on. All right, so that stuff's probably already happening. So spoiler alert: some of the stuff on the bottom is current when I made it at 5 o'clock. But hey, we're gonna get into this shit, and it's a celebration. We had some Mean Green earlier, didn't we?
Yeah. We were actually thinking about going to Old Smoky maybe when we get a little bit popular and actually have them have us have it a signature drink of our show.
We need to. Yeah. That needs to happen. So we get the viewership up.
Yeah, for sure.
We get that Discord up, maybe some subscribers. We can go to Old Smoky. Me and Jamie will hop on a plane. We'll go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee personally. They could use a little South Dakota taste in Tennessee, if you feel me. And
damn right, man.
Yeah, we'll go there and we'll make this happen. We're gonna be a part of the Old Smoky family eventually, and so basically, okay, let's explain one more time because this is the official drink of Out of Rhythm Fantasy Sports. Jamie, can you explain what Mean Green is?
Actually, Mean Green is something that I actually concocted before we actually got live.
That head of his, yeah, you're damn right.
So one day I was actually just thinking, I'm like, hey man, we were just doing our thing, and I was like, so they came out with sour apple, so I'm a little bit of that. And Sprite, and I actually took their habanero mango with a little kick, stirred it up, wham bam, there you go.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah, man. It's fucking great though. You got a little bit of sour, and a little and a little kick at the same time.
It's the best of both worlds, and I don't judge on sexual orientation. So if you're into trannies, it's kind of a similar thing. Best of both worlds. This is the shit. I love this. That's the first thing I ask sometimes when we do this show, I'm like, can we make Mean Green? I'm like, we got to, Jamie, especially if we got to talk about those goddamn Chicago Bears. If it's anybody other than Justin Fields, I don't want to talk about him. But
what about Clay? What about Claypool though?
I prompted you there. But I think you talk about Bears because there's quite a few guys. And now we're cutting out. Dad.
Yes. Hey, Chad, it's all right. We're running a little late too, so we're actually. Well, I mean, we were gonna start our show at 6:00, but when it happens,
we got confused with time zones. We're like maybe 6:00 Pacific, maybe 6 Mountain Time.
Yeah.
No, but so in that Bears matchup, I brought it up on the screen on the bottom. So Justin Fields will play, which is huge for fantasy owners.
Yeah, it is because I got a share of Fields, so I actually play him this week. I think I got Herbert. I don't know, so maybe Fields probably on the bench for me.
So you're in a better spot than most good in Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
But some people that were depending on Andy, some guy named John Wolford from the Rams. If you were in a bad spot,
where the fuck's that guy?
That's what I'm saying. If you were in a bad spot, you needed Justin Fields to come through. He's playing. In a lot of leagues, Fields is taking me to the playoffs. You damn right. That's how you should feel.
Whatever Facebook user you are, I who knows?
No more aliases. Come up with a name. We got on my brother for a few weeks about that. He changed it.
Yeah. So whoever you are, I need to change it. Sorry, I won't recognize you.
I don't know that name.
Me neither.
Are you username 1? Are you username 1,000? I don't know.
Are you a troll?
Are you a troll? Yeah. You gonna start pulling the same stuff that guy did a couple weeks ago. You saw what happened to him. He never came back. We ran him. We run this town.
Yeah.
Loomis. Oh, yes.
Yes. Loomis. It's very easy. You let StreamYard connect to your Facebook, and it'll pop you back up, bro. It works.
No. For people that don't know, Loomis usually this year he's like I said, he surprisingly average. He's 6-6, 7-5.
I think he's 6-6
in 12-man every year. Loomis is competing for the title.
Yeah.
So Loomis is good shit. He knows
Loomis actually whooped my ass pretty good. He had 200. This is funny because we actually have a little thing called the 200 Club. So if you can get into the
similar to the Mile High Club, but
if you can get into the club, it means you're elite. So Loomis actually got into the 200 Club this year. He's
the guy.
But no, Loomis, he actually had a pretty good match against me. When I looked at the matchup, and he had I'm hard. Fuck you, internet. Well, goddamn win.
You know, if you're not from South Dakota, you don't know what kind of shit we deal with. It's a goddamn blizzard. Did I mention that? So we're talking about Loomis here. We're talking about Chicago Bears, and Justin Fields is playing. We're talking about we need Chase Claypool to step up. He hasn't done shit so far since they traded for him.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Need him to step up. Darnell Mooney is out for the rest of the year. Cole Kmet, he's had peaks and valleys this year,
but he's gonna be a start though, no matter what.
Absolutely,
they're gonna need someone to toss to. So if you got Cole Kmet, keep him in your lineups. I actually have him in a lot of shares. So I mean, the only time I've actually benched him was when they had their bye, and that's when I placed in Maramuth. So keep Kmet in your slots if you have them. I mean, they have no other options right now.
You got much to work with here.
No, they don't.
Khalil Herbert's out for the rest of the year. I never trust David Montgomery's health. He's always one hit away from being out, and he's got an injury history. So you're basically, the Bears are gonna have any chance on the Bears. It's gonna be with Justin Fields. I think and he has 30 point be blown. I don't think so at all. I think Justin Fields is going to carry them in the finish line. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I think the Packers get him though. I think the Packers will get him. But I think it's really going to be more competitive because I think this is Justin Fields' coming out party. If we didn't see that already with this huge 100 and almost 80-yard running game earlier in the season, he's going to do something similar. I think.
I'm hoping maybe if Fields comes back, maybe you can get Claypool involved a little bit. Maybe
he's got to.
So I mean, I have one share of Claypool, and I'm like, after that trade, I was kind of hoping maybe they actually do something with him, but they haven't done anything with him yet.
This guy was he was supposed to be touted. Okay, it was going to be Deontay Johnson. About pick. Okay, this year receivers in Pittsburgh, and then Pickens works his way in. No, from day one, it was Pickens and Deontay Johnson. Chase Claypool played himself out of what's going on.
I'm just closing out shit.
Chase Claypool, he's played himself out of playing time with Pittsburgh. They shipped his ass out. He's in Chicago. He's supposed to be the number one receiver. He's supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, it hasn't been the case, and now it's time. No, dude, put up or shut up. If you want that money, Kenny Pickens.
Yes. Right now, actually,
folks, get out of here with trolling us, Loomis.
Well, he let StreamYard, access.
Well, that's good. That's good. You got a name. That's step one. You got a name. I see that comment. Maybe they're the same person. Maybe Kenny.
It was funny because I actually made a character and I actually stopped one of the edits that actually said Kenny Pickens instead of George Pickens. But hey, it's one of those things where it's shit happens. It was late. I was I'm trying to do some extra work for you guys. Well, we do actually have an Instagram page as well. I haven't really mentioned it much, but there is actually an Instagram.
I don't know how.
Anybody?
We got a heart, JB, and we cut it out.
Maybe it's maybe it's for just being slow as fuck. My PC my little laptop fine, but I get on this laptop. It drags it down a little bit, but Loomis, Kenny Pickens, I think he's going to be a top guy next year. He's actually in the top 3 of rookies right now. It's Olave. You got Olave, Chris, Garrett Wilson, and Kenny Pickens. George Pickens, not Kenny Pickens. George Pickens. My bad. Yes.
No, he's right. They merged into one person. One person.
Yes. But so like in future shows, we're gonna probably kind of dig into a little bit more and see what these rookies did afterwards, after the season a little bit. But yeah, we Kenny Pickens is a guy to look at for future, especially in redrafts or even dynasty. Well, dynasty is probably too late, but more likely redrafts. We're gonna I kind of want to see what maybe where he might land in these redraft leagues, maybe if is it gonna be a first round picks, 3rd, 4th round pick. So it's gonna be one of those things where I kind of want to see so a lot of these rookies end up being Chris. I think he might be a runner if he ends up finishing with 1,000 some odd yards.
I'm not just stroking my neck beard. I need to shave. Okay, having this throat tattoo, it hides it. But I'm thinking here. I got some stubble. I'm thinking, and you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that George Pickens is going to be a 3rd round pick in 2023. Yes, he will be one of the depends on what the league is. Okay, if it is a 12-man league, I got him. He'll top 36. He might even, I'm gonna say it. He might be a list for next year. He might be a 16-man. I'm telling you, you're going to get some value. Chris Olave is the real deal. Garrett Wilson's the real deal. All 3 of these guys. Jamie made a banner. I guess we're not putting it up here, but
I'm working on it.
He's working on it. But he put it up for the league guys that we have a messenger for.
That and Discord too.
So all 3 of these guys are hitting, and we thought we discussed it before the season. We were saying about Drake from Atlanta. He was supposed to be in this group. And
I think he
hasn't shit the bed, but he hasn't been elite. I mean, Christian Watt. If you just take the last 3 games, Drake has done all.
Yeah, I think even Drake maybe has 2 touchdowns that. maybe one.
And this was a greatest quarter, but he came into the season. How many wide receivers in day one and are the number one receiver? Usually, even if you're a top pick, you got to work your way into that.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I mean, we thought it was still Michael Thomas, but Chris Olave is Ole. He's worked his way number one. He's number one on the depth chart. Garrett Wilson worked his way to number one. We thought, okay, well, maybe Corey Davis.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
maybe Elijah Moore.
Yeah, because Chapman's up there. He might be doing something.
I get why people don't stream. He's hardwired, and I'm just hard. Like it would be good on top of this shit.
Maybe it's just maybe it's my tower not liking me.
I don't like you. I'm gonna slap you. Come here.
It has to be for sure. But I wasn't having any issues I wasn't having any issues on Tuesdays, so I mean I'm sure it's my tower.
Okay, so and now we're talking. I guess we're still talking about that Bears Packers game. So we talk about the Bears. Justin Fields, obviously is going to play. Aaron Rodgers, on the flip side, is going to play too. How the fuck do the Packers have 2 top 8 receiving rookies and stocks? I mean, Aaron Jones, you can argue, is a top 10 back, if not maybe top 5. With everything he does with catching, receiving. How are the Packers 4-8? Well, I tell you why. Because Aaron Rodgers sucked and the defense is terrible. Aaron Rodgers, like with other people, I picked him up. We're in a league. Hold on. They're 4-8. They're going to shut them down. Apparently Rodgers, I'm excited to see him too. I'd love to. From what I saw the last quarter against the Eagles, which is an elite team, which is a top 2 or 3 team in the league, right up there with Kansas City and Buffalo, probably. Sorry. But yeah, no. There, what I saw in that final quarter, it was like, okay, he's got the arm, you got the size, he's got what you need. Okay, you play him, and guys that had him, he'd be a great pickup. 12-man, 16-man, 20-man, 10-man, doesn't matter. Like, great pickup, great DFS guy. I was hoping that they would like, okay, Raj, just shut it down. Go get your thumb taken care of. He's having trouble breathing. Go get your ribs taken care of. Get handled. Who would Jamie? Wouldn't you like a nice 5-game vacation? Okay, if they told you, okay, you're still gonna make $50 million, and all you gotta do is you just go ride the pine. Go grab a hoodie like you are now. Grab a hoodie, a ball cap. Just sit there. You'll sit there. He'd be eating some fucking. I know the NFL players like doing that shit. He'd be eating some Subway.
Yeah, no shit.
Eat fresh, bitch, and fucking just sitting there.
I can imagine this last Tuesday too. It's like, hey, you're paying this guy like want to tackle. Might be able to still have a chance to make the playoffs, but if we're not in it, I'm done. So it's just like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. It's Jordan Love time. Go. You don't have, dude, whatever you did remember Peyton Manning fell off in a year? Peyton Manning won the MVP in I think it was 2013. Peyton Manning the MVP of the league. Everyone. And the next years he was hot garbage. He was shit.
Yep.
Okay. Possible this year. Brady isn't Brady. Brady's shot. That arm is shot. These guys, Roethlisberger did too. All these guys, Rivers, all these great guys in the past 20 years, they all fall. There's one season where they just fall off, and it's time to cut bait.
Yeah.
It's time to cut bait with Aaron Rodgers. He's done. He's not going to go to, I was thinking maybe, okay, well, they trade him to Vegas. They trade him to San Francisco, wherever the hell. No, he's shot. It's time to go. I don't care. You blame it on injuries, whatever. It's Jordan Love time. Put him in. Help us out as the fantasy owners. Help the team out going forward because I think Love's got all the goods. He's been waiting 3 years. That's what they did with Favre. 3 years to Favre, that was fine. They won a Super Bowl and a bunch of seasons. Rodgers. Now it's time to do the same. Football, but I just wanted to say, Aaron Rodgers is playing. Justin Fields is playing. There's gonna be some fantasy points, especially from Justin Fields, and guys that are a couple weeks away from playoffs. You needed this. You had to have it, and you're getting it. The Christmas came early, motherfuckers, and you're getting it. A couple other NFL matchups that I was looking at. Pittsburgh, Atlanta. I think, like I said, George Pickens. He's the number one guy. It's not Deontay Johnson. No, George Pickens, number one man over Freiermuth and anybody else. Najee Harris is out. Who you think they're going to run the ball 30 times with Benny Snell? Get the hell out of here. No.
Yeah.
Snell and Warren, get out of here. No. There's going to be a lot of Kenny Pickett. We'll see what Kenny Pickett has. He should. Pittsburgh's still technically alive. They're 4-7. Kenny Pickett should be able to go in there and clean up. Have a 250-yard game, a touchdown or two, and win the game. Yeah, I cut him some slack earlier in the year because he's a rookie. But dude, this level games like.
See if it works. I don't know why I keep. It shouldn't be freaking blanking out, man.
He's the top five rookie back or top three, maybe 1,000 yards receiving. I don't think he's maybe 700 yards if we're lucky. To that, Pittsburgh, I had Green Bay win the first against the Saints. Alvin Kamara might be out. What? Oh my God.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah.
I'm actually hardwired in too, so I don't know what the fuck's
We
going
gave
on.
each other blowjobs for about a minute. We had to black it out so nobody can see.
Don't know what the fuck's going on here. I honestly don't know what.
Fuck, man. Shit.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Did my I swear to God, I think it's his fucking tower. It's got to be.
Yeah. It's probably full of like cat piss and dust.
No, it's probably all haired up, but
Right.
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys, if this is tweaking out on us.
we were good on Tuesday. Yeah.
What's going on? But yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
shit.
I wanted everything to be perfect tonight, and
It's
yeah,
not. Yeah, that's not life. So whatever.
fucking
We'll roll with the punches here. Yeah, Chad. It seems to be working out, but wipe off your upper lip.
That's Jared. Jared, it's actually nice to actually see you actually show up.
Your finger licking good, Jared.
It's been a while. So how are you doing, Jared? I haven't talked to you for a little while. I hope you're good. Hope everything's well. I know you've been kind of active in Discord a little bit here and there, but yeah. Let's get back to. I know we were talking about the Jared Jordan Love and all that good shit. I know we're getting a little late on time to share just a couple things.
Yeah, we're on time, and we're talking about. It's my fault too. We're talking about the goddamn Bears. We're talking about the goddamn Falcons. And I picked the worst game. Then I was getting into the damn Bucks and Saints before I got cut off. I was saying based on performance, Brady should be out. But Peachy just been busy with life. Yeah, it happens, Jared. I'm glad you're busy. I'd rather have you too busy, not busy at all. Is this damn rookie? Is this gonna pop up? Is it there?
Yes.
Is it here?
It is.
So he could go all the way.
So you can kind of see where some of these rookies have where they're at projected wise, most of the season wise. These are just from week 12. This is all season totals. I was kind of bummed to see Drake London. I think Drake London was first overall pick over Chris Olave and Chris Garrett. Garrett. And George Pickens was a little bit later round too. So for Drake London,
second round pick, yeah.
So for Drake London to actually show up and not for him to only have about 400 odd yards receiving in their Atlanta offense, I mean that should be 10 times more. I mean,
my question is, who the hell is getting the yards? There's no Kyle Pitts. There's no Calvin Ridley. Who the hell dude? If you can't put up yards in this offense, you might be a bust. Drake London, I'm calling it right now. I'm going to say Drake London's going to be a bust.
I on a show that was aired later on today, actually said Drake London was a bust.
He is. If you can't put up numbers, there's nobody else in the air. There's no, I mean, you got to compete with Cordell Patterson and if you're a running back, okay, they got a couple different running backs that can go. Okay, I get it. Receiver, no. Kyle Pitts, your fucking Pro Bowl level tight end is out, and he's been hurt pretty much all year. That's why he's been jacked up. Calvin Ridley, your Pro Bowl level receiver, is pretty much done. He's gonna be shipped out of here at the end of the. Like, who the hell else is there? If you're not getting targets now, when will you ever get targets? He's a bust. Get him out of here. I'll take Christian Watts. I'll take Treylon Burks. I love what I've seen from Treylon Burks since he came back from the injury.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Titans. Woods is a bum. He's a bum. He's a bum.
Yeah,
he can't play anymore. He cannot play anymore. Treylon Burks is going to be the number one guy. And Green Bay, I mean, like I'm making fun of him now. I just made fun of him in the last segment. You put Jordan Love with these two young studs next year, and they're right back in contention. Bad defense or not, they're right there next year, especially with Aaron Jones back. Fine, they just have to pull the bandage off and get Rodgers out of there.
Yeah, I think Rodgers is more functional. He's just it's done. I mean, he doesn't care anymore. I mean, if he really did care, he'd be doing anything and
off-season programs with them.
Yeah. And we mentioned this on our Tuesday show too. I mean, we talked about rapport with older wide receivers that Rodgers been around. Now you're getting rookies. I mean, Rodgers been in the league for umpteen fucking years. You're going to get some new people in now. So, I mean, now it's the time to actually, this is going to whole new freaking franchise of the Packers. I mean, for the Packers were something back in fucking, 2016, 2015. Now you're faced with a whole bunch of different shit now.
And guess what? Dallas took the coach. Yeah, you didn't like Mike McCarthy much then, did you? No, LaFleur is terrible. He's terrible. I said it. Yeah. He's terrible. You know what? There are plenty. Like get the old coordinator from the Eagles. I mean, what he's doing, he turned Jalen Hurts into a goddamn MVP. Get him. Get whoever Eric Bieniemy, maybe from Kansas City. Anybody that's worked under Andy Reid. There's other candidates to get. This LaFleur clown, I don't know what he's doing. Speaking of Kansas City, so Sky Moore, he's been hit and miss. Like, what do you think about his future? Like, if you're in a dynasty, or looking at the rookie list, if you're in a dynasty keeper, well, he's not good enough to be a keeper. If you're in let's keep it more like dynasty and going forward the last like 4 or 5 games of the year.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you see from Sky Moore?
I think Sky Moore is more. He's kind of more hit. Sky Moore is more hit and miss a little bit. I mean, just because they have more people in that offense. I mean, it's. We were actually hoping he'd maybe see a little bit more, but with Juju, MVS and freaking Hardman, you got all these guys up in there, and if Sky Moore actually be up in there, it's he's not gonna see the numbers like he should.
There's just so many weapons, and but I think with Hardman going down, I know there's like 8 people in Kansas City that catch balls, but with Hardman going, Donovan, he's the coach of the pet. Yeah, I think he might be. I think he's the puppet master. Dun, 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 dun. No, it's not James Hetfield. No, Donovan. Aaron Rodgers is the puppet master, or master of puppets.
I mean, if you look at this list, I mean, for far as rookies, I mean, you got 2 Packers up in there. I mean, at first, a lot of people were all head up with, and you mentioned this to me before the season started about one guy was on Romeo Doubs, and Christian Watson was kind of injured here and there, but within the last, couple weeks here, I mean, he's exploded with having
through the moon
with six freaking touchdowns. I mean, he's actually tied with a lot of guys. Christian Kirk. I was looking at it today. Christian Kirk. There was, freaking CeeDee Lamb. He had 6 touchdowns. So I mean, he's tied with some of these guys that's been around a while. I mean, he's got 6 touchdowns already. I mean, if Rodgers wanted to be, be the teacher, I mean, fuck, he should be actually. What he should be doing instead of making all these negative comments.
And I don't think Green Bay's fucking up from their farm system. I think they're fucking up the draft. I don't think that their defense. Okay, whatever. They've underachieved. I think he's underachieved. I think the problem is the quarterback. The offensive line. They've been okay. That's fine. But there are other guys with bad offensive. Look at Joe Burrow last year. He had a terrible offensive line. Almost won a Super Bowl. I don't want to hear that excuse. You're a $50 million quarterback, dude. Okay? Figure it out. Same thing with Russ in Denver. It's like you're fucking $49 million quarterback. Figure it out. I don't care if you got a bad coach and other shit. Figure it out. But in terms of the rookies, obviously Wan'Dale Robinson went down. He was hurt.
Yeah. That kind of sucked because Rondale had a lot of potential in that Giants offense.
He did, and there's only Darius Slayton in his way.
Yeah,
in terms of being maybe the number one guy, maybe the number one guy moving into 2023.
But they had Richie James there too, though. I mean,
he's kind of a journeyman. I think he might be more of a system, because he was in San Francisco. I think he was in San Francisco before this too.
I think you might. Right.
I think he's kind of a system guy. I think the guy. That and people are going to forget because he's going to be hurt the last probably half of the year is Wan'Dale Robinson. Heading into next year, I think he's going to be the Giants' number 1 guy. So don't give it up. Don't give up on Wan'Dale quite yet. And then we didn't mention number 5, Alex Pierce. Alec Pierce from the Colts. He's been solid, spectacular. He's
pretty much number 2 or number 3 guy mostly.
Probably number 3. Yeah.
So I mean, they have was it Campbell up in there too a little bit.
Yeah, Paris Campbell. No, but Paris Campbell will beat her. There's no reason Alec Pierce can't. He's not Pittman, but there's no reason he can't move into the number 2 spot next year if he progresses. And I thought I'd bring Jamie. Thank you for bringing that up. I thought I'd talk a little bit about this, so I didn't have to talk about the other bad matchups in the NFL. Can we move on to another topic? Maybe talk a couple injuries here. And then we can maybe talk about some wrestling or some college football or something.
I think we got some college.
Hell yes, we do. Christian McCaffrey and Lenny Fournette are both going to play. Not a ton in terms of usually there's okay, guys that are gonna be out, guys are gonna be questionable. If I were to bet on somebody being out because I don't think they need him this week, is I think Deebo Samuel. If McCaffrey's gonna play and what they're gonna get, who's the not Tevin Coleman, but there's another guy. It's not Haste. I'm trying to think of his name.
Damian. It's
From the 49ers. I think they're going to go
David
run.
Pierce.
Yeah, I think the Ram or
And then they have Mason too.
yeah, Mason. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So Mason, CMC, and Tevin Coleman off the practice squad. I think they're going to go run heavy this week, or a lot of Brandon Ayuk. Like it's been, I think it's pretty much been Brandon Ayuk most of the season. I think Debo's been dealing with this injury longer than people think. He's had a couple games where he's popped, but so those are the guys that are going to be in and out. So just to kind of give you, you make sure your team is set, because like I said, 2 weeks for most people. Other, some leagues are different, but for the most part, it's 2 weeks to a playoff start. So you need to put all, make sure you got all the eggs in the basket. College football, dude, it's conference championship week. Oh my god, this is better than Mean Green.
Is it?
Oh, this is better. Oh god, this is better than that hooker in Vegas. This is. I can't explain it.
Oh shit.
Jared, please comment, man. I'm euphoric right now. We got number 4 USC up against what are they?
I
think they're number 11 Utah.
I think they
okay.
might be.
Okay, so we got a big Pac-12 matchup going on here. And you know what? I just happened to make a few notes on this game because I think people stopped paying attention to USC maybe 10 probably when Pete Carroll left in like 2009. I think people gave up on them. They're like, you know what? SC, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Who the fuck? Especially when you're producing guys like fucking Sam Darnold and Drake London who have done nothing.
Oh, is that game going on? Oh shit! I know.
We kind of dropped the ball. We thought it was tomorrow night. We're not.
Well, I thought a lot of these games were tomorrow, but there might be some tonight actually.
Good.
But yeah, no.
Thank you for the update, Jared.
I know, Jared. I know we kind of talked about a little bit about that whole playoff thing. Them. I know. I guess two people got two different views with the whole like playoff situation happening. I know you had your views. I guess I know I see a little bit differently too. I'm not sure what he thinks, but I don't know.
You'll see what I think.
Overall, I mean, them expanding the playoffs, I think it's just going to be more better. I think it's going to actually be better in the long run. There's more opportunity for he transferred to the Pitt. He transferred to the Trojans. So I mean, it's a plus. You first guys the guys that are our first rounders that should be first rounders. This is gonna like hurt them, but I guess I don't see that. Sorry, man.
You know what? Fuck these games. Donovan, I agree. I don't want this shit on FS1. I want I want the tribal chief out there. I want him fucking Superman. I want him Superman punching Kevin Owens. That's what I want to see. But guess what? No, they put USC and Utah. I get it. I get your frustration, Donovan. I feel the same way. And you know how I feel? You know how I feel about the college playoffs? I feel like I'm cutting a promo right now. Brother, take your vitamins, dude. No,
you're gonna be a first rounder.
Yeah.
But no, my point is, if you want to be a first rounder, show that you're a first rounder. Even though the playoffs are extended. I mean, look at it when it comes to NFL. I mean, look at these teams that are actually getting. It's not gonna be quite the same as the NFL playoffs, but it's gonna be almost somewhat similar. But if you think about it, if your college team has got the best team, so be it. You want your best players out there for a reason. So I guess for me, if you're going to be a first rounder, prove that you're a first rounder. If the playoffs are expanded, I mean that's just it to me.
And normally I'm aggressive on some stuff, including prostitution. I'm for legalized prostitution. but this I liked the 4 team because I love the NCAA tournament. I love Final Four. I thought this was a good number, but these greedy bastards, they can't help themselves. They gotta have more of the green. Okay, well, they can't help themselves here. They're okay. They want to. I get it, but 4 is plenty. Do you really want a 3-loss LSU team in there this year? Do you really want a 3-loss? Let's say K-State knocks off TCU. Do you really want a 3-loss K-State team in? Do you want a 3? Let's say Utah comes back on USC tonight. Do you want a 3-loss Utah team?
I honestly, I'd rather see Utah in the playoffs than any other fucking team. Do we want the Washington Commanders? Do we want the fucking Giants in the playoffs? They're fucking horrible, but it is what it fucking is.
And I hated that too. I hate that they went to 7. I don't mind the 17th game. More football, the better. But adding the 17th, I don't want to see some garbage Commanders or Seattle Seahawks in there. I don't want to see some garbage, no offense to Jets fans, but I went there. I don't want to see the Jets in the playoffs. Let that good number. It's 12 teams in the NFL playoffs. It was a good number with 4 teams playing, in the FBS championship series. And guess what? If you go to 8 teams, there's more Alabama. You can't get rid of them. They're like the plague. They'll find a way in. They'll find a. They're like goddamn attic flies or fruit flies, man. They'll find their way in. We gotta stop. We gotta put a hard stop. A hard cap. It should have been 4 teams, but no, gotta go to 8. Okay, in 10 years, we'll be taught. The top 18. We'll be okay with it. Well, because it was a transition period, going from just the BCS and the BCS championship game to 4 teams, so eventually it'll just be, part of the baked to the system. Hey, right now, I'm just like, no, I want great. I want, Georgia already national champion. He's a great team. Michigan have to go through another round. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind seeing Tennessee. Tennessee was fucking rocking it.
They got their ass handed to them, though.
One game they got their ass handed to them. So fucking what? You know what? They're a good team. They lost their QB, but either way, Tennessee they're good. UNC, they're fucking good. They have 2 losses. If you look at the Appalachian game, it's like that was a freaking close ass game. To me, I guess, good games are good games. These are games that I saw. I saw UNC against the Appalachian State. That was a banger. I was like,
why did we go to that? We could have been in the Smoky Mountains. Not a few yummies. We could have been in the stand. Have you seen the Appalachian State baseball state? You know how fucking beautiful that is in the fall time. Why were we not at this UNC Appalachian State game? That's the bigger question to me. Your boy Drake May.
Damn right, but I know
they're playing Clemson, aren't they, tomorrow?
Yeah, they're playing Clemson. Yes, there are. I think there are some good. There are some teams that shouldn't be in there. Some teams that should be in there that don't make the cut. I think it's. To me, I guess it's win-win for some teams that should make it in there that never had those opportunities. That's me. I wouldn't mind saying, Oregon. Look at Oregon State. They can play their heart this year. It's bad for years and years and years.
And they're still bad.
Can I put you in a headlock?
Well, we're talking. You might do.
But look at Oregon State. They turn the program around a lot. A lot of these underachieved teams that actually turn their college teams around. I haven't seen a Beavers over Bama. These are, I rather see teams that are underrated than teams that have already been in this like Power 5 and freaking all these playoffs for a number of years. Let's change it up. Let's change it up. I'm tired of seeing the same fucking teams over and over.
I am too. I'm sick. I'll agree with you. I'm sick of Clemson. I'm sick of Alabama. Yep. I'm sick of Ohio State.
Yep.
I want to see these. You know what? If they come up with a better way, but this ain't it. Okay, because it's just gonna be instead of being like SEC teams. That's what they're gonna fucking do. They'll get Auburn in there once they're fixed. They'll find. Yeah, it's more the same. For tonight though, it was the number one. USC was the number one offense in the Pac-12. Utah was the number one defense. It's 14-point gap. Do you think in the second half USC handles their business, or do you think Utah come? I'd like to see UConn. I don't like USC. I don't like what Lincoln Riley did to Oklahoma. I like Caleb Williams, the quarterback. I do like him. I think he's going to be a damn good pro. but
think-
I don't like the program as a whole. I think I've never liked USC when I was a little kid.
I think this one's gonna be a close one, but I think UNC wins.
I think you know what? I think it's going to be. Yeah, I think Utah's got a damn good defense.
They do.
And they're only giving up about 20 points a game. So I don't about 20 score muster the offense.
Yeah.
Can they get pretty? That's what's going to do. I think it's be easy. And Pac-12, I love that Horned Frogs logo. That.
Right?
That's badass. Yeah. So TCU K-State Big 12 championship game, which is tomorrow. We didn't screw up. It is tomorrow. It's tomorrow still, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So they I don't think either of these teams have won. With the current,
Yeah, I honestly,
I don't think either of these teams have won a Big 12 title.
no, I'm actually surprised to see, a couple of years ago, TCU used to be just total shit. I mean, I followed a couple of guys that were actually,
they were pretty decent with Andy Dalton was there years ago, but yeah, they kind of fell off.
Jalen Reagor, he came from there, and then there was another guy too. He was an Eagle too. Yeah, they came from TCU. So I mean, TCU actually have good prospects, but I was actually honestly surprised to see them this good this year. I'm like, what? TCU is actually in the fucking top 4. I'm like, them playing for a championship, fucking just blew my mind. I know I was, for Martinez leaving Nebraska, going to Kansas State,
greener pastures.
That just blew my fucking mind.
Right.
They actually had another there was another wide receiver that was actually with the Huskers that actually went to TCU. He was kind of injured, but I think he was going to be a top prospect, but he kind of called it quits. But yeah, no, I'm actually pretty surprised to see TCU actually playing damn good ball.
They're jumping. You know what? They're jumping ship left to right because they know Nebraska's a shithole, and Matt Rule ain't gonna do much to change that. Everybody knows that. But TCU, I mean,
I think they're number 2 right now.
3.
3 is it?
And I don't like. Let's say they handle their business against K-State and they get to the playoff. They probably play Michigan. There's no way. Okay, beating Purdue, there's no way Michigan's going to jump Georgia. So Georgia's going to be the number 1 over Michigan B2. If TCU handles business and beats a top 15 team like K-State, they'll be the guaranteed number 3. So they'll play Michigan.
That's a tough game then if they do.
And we'll when it gets to that point, we'll review. Because that's going to be a heavyweight. TCU, Michigan, and then most likely Georgia, USC.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, no, I got TCU. They'll beat K-State for a second time.
Yeah, they should for sure.
SEC championship. I hate the fucking SEC.
Yeah, I honestly I'd rather see the Gators.
Roll Tide.
I'd rather see the Gators.
Get out of here. Or a team we don't get to see much. I enjoyed years ago when Dak Prescott took Mississippi State.
Oh yeah, dude, I was watching that shit. Dude.
I like to see these ups, I'd like to see Vanderbilt good. I'd like to see it's always Georgia. It's always the goddamn I don't like their loss to Georgia, but I was pulling for Tennessee. I mean, that Josh Heupel is from where we're at.
Yeah.
Right now, Aberdeen, South Dakota. That's where Josh Heupel's from. He won a national championship with Oklahoma. So obviously, we pull for Tennessee. But I just don't at Georgia level. But I would have liked to see Tennessee there. Just a different program. I'm sick of the same 3-4 goddamn programs. And Auburn, Auburn was a powerhouse too. They'll be back, and I'm sick of them. Just change it up. You don't get to see a lot of that in the SEC, and this is kind of a SEC championship game that you could predict. I mean, they got LSU. They were down last year, but they got Brian Kelly from Notre Dame, damn good coach, probably top 5 in the country.
Well, if you think about it, Jared, look back when Florida State and the Ducks played each other. I mean, he had wins in against Mariota before they actually became freaking.
Mediocre NFL quarterback.
Because I was actually watching those. I was actually watching that shit. So I was actually in tune. Florida State. The Ducks. I was all into that shit. So I mean, everybody's gonna have their different views on shit. I mean, like UNC's actually been playing pretty fucking good. I mean, I'd rather see the Beavers up in there. I mean, they've been playing some good ball. They actually were I think they got beat. Oh, I was actually watching the Ducks and the Beavers. They were down. The Beavers were actually down. Were down going into halftime, and they came back from almost a $15-20 or 15-point deficit to actually win the fucking game. So I mean, I really shit like that, and these powerhouses that are just not really putting up anything.
We don't get a lot of love. I think you know what quite USC is going to handle them, but that next level like Pac-12 team, I'd like to see them go up against LSU. I like to, we don't get a lot of those matchups. We get a lot of cream puffs. Maybe occasionally you'll get a, Texas, Alabama kind of game, Texas, Ohio State, kind of a Notre Dame, USC, get a good level, 2 power programs from different conferences going on. Most of the time, I mean, these power 5 guys, they take cream puffs so they can pick up the dub.
Yeah, no shit.
You can eat the dub just like Jameis. And I'd love to see more of top 3-4 Pac-12 against top 3-4 SEC, top 3-4 Big 12. A K-State going up against LSU, and see what happens. And we get okay. Well, you got bowl games for that. Well, you know what? Nobody watches fucking bowl games anymore. I don't give a shit. You think I care? The only thing I care about is the playoffs now. Playoffs have changed that. When it was the BCS, it was just 2 teams. Then I'd watch all the bowl games because I was a consumer of this shit.
Yep.
But now all me and Jamie care about is the Final Four.
Yeah, pretty much. So
they did that. They did that system. And guess what? You know what's going to happen here? Here's a little spoiler here. Okay, what's going to happen? Georgia will whoop that ass. Georgia's gonna win by 20. Yeah, I called it. 41-21. Beat them down. ACC. This is the right.
Yeah, there's 2 ACC championships.
Isn't that Tulane?
Yeah, Tulane and Purdue. They have 2 ACC conferences.
Well, whatever. Okay, so whatever. I don't care about the ignore it. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Is it Tulane up against UCF?
Yeah.
Golden Knights?
Yeah.
Like UCF.
Yeah, I actually when they had fucking what's his name when they played with Jaguars.
Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that 2013 team. I remember we watched a bunch of their game. That 2013 team was damn good. I think they could have competed with almost anybody.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles was a stud.
He was fucking ripping that shit.
Fuck happened? Was he still a back? Well, if he was still a backup with the Rams, I mean, his punk ass would be playing this instead of John Wolford.
Yeah.
So obviously Blake Bortles out of the league, but UCF they got a good program. Tulane, I kind of green tie. I kind of green.
Actually,
I like their logo.
Honestly, I kind of see Tulane here with some every once in a while some highlights here and there, and I think they're kind of a college that's been kind of twined around here a little bit. I mean, they used to be kind of down a little bit, but now they're kind of getting recognized a little bit more now, a little bit.
They should pull in. They're a New Orleans school, so they should pull in recruits. There's a lot of NFL prospects that come out of Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I mean, you think if LSU, if somebody that slips through the LSU cracks should go down to a Tulane, should go, a team like that, Louisiana Tech or something like that. But yeah, I got used to that.
Yeah, it might be a pretty close one, but UCF should probably win that one.
Yes, we get the yes, UNC and Clemson. Yes. You know what? We just mentioned Clemson. We're tired of Clemson. Sick of them. Get them out of here. Tigers out of here.
Yeah.
UNC, the day is. I know they flirted with prosperity before. Yeah, I remember 20 years ago when they had Julius Peppers was an absolute stud.
Well, that and they had Giovanni Bernard.
They had who was Willie Parker from the Steelers that was a Super Bowl hero. I mean, they've had some players throughout the years, but I think more recently, the last few years, they're really.
They had 2 running backs in the draft last year,
and Sam Howell. Commanders took.
Yeah,
who was a damn good quarterback, but the guy that's here now is even better. Drake May is he in a couple years will be the number 1 draft pick. Probably, I would say a safe bet 2024. 2024 Drake May will be the number 1 pick. Okay, mark it down.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that. I mean, well, you had C.J. Stroud and he putting up with Bryson and all those other guys, but I think him coming in being a redshirt guy. I mean, he's stacking up with a lot of those guys that are being NFL prospects.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these guys are juniors, seniors. These Caleb Williams, Like you said, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young from Alabama. Like a lot of these guys are, they're competing for the Heisman, but they should be. They're at the junior, senior level. They're head of the pros. This guy's a freshman. He's a freshman. Do you hear me, Jared?
But yeah,
They're gonna pull the upset. You know what? And on, if you do on Tuesday's show, Jamie is gonna dig deep into his closet. He's gonna find his Tar Heel blue UNC hoodie or T-shirt, something. He'll have a hat on, something UNC. They pull this out, and we'll start. I'll start streaking in the streets
while we got a blizzard.
While we got a blizzard, yeah, that's gonna happen.
As long as our internet does not cut off.
Yeah. It's the, you don't worry about me not getting. I like getting naked, but it's the internet that's gonna let us down.
I'm even hardwired in tonight, so I don't have any issues. But
so it might. Yeah, Jared, you were right earlier. It might be time to give up the South Dakota Wi-Fi or connection. Like it's just a fact of life. But yeah, UNC's pulling the upset. That's gonna happen.
I want UNC to win this one. Last but final,
Big Ten. Ooh, Michigan is. You know what they? Blake Corum, the stud running back, he's out for the year. But
what is he?
Yeah. It was on.
He's actually. I think he's actually supposed to be an NFL draft.
Yeah. He's a prospect. He's gonna be an early round pick. So he'll be out for the rest of the year. I think that'll affect the guys.
I know he was actually pretty. I mean, from what I know, is he rips. He was their main guy.
18 touchdowns, almost 1,500 yards. Like, yeah, he's been tearing it up. Yeah, this guy, and this is a big conference. This isn't fucking Eastern Carolina or something. I mean, this guy is doing this against top competition. I like I said, I think that'll catch up to them not having their stud back against Georgia or USC or some team like that, maybe even TCU. I don't see it catching up against Purdue. They're they've had a decent, cute little run here. Yeah. They're cute. They're like your little Siberian husky puppy.
Their basketball team's better. Their basketball team's better than their football team. So
they're football pro. What, they haven't had anybody irrelevant since Drew Brees, and that was over 20 years ago. Get out of here.
I had a guy from the Boilermakers a couple of years ago. That was actually stellar. And then
Kyle Orton.
I other than that, I didn't hear whatever happened to him. So I'm like,
yeah. We don't fuck with Purdue here. Michigan is gonna, running back or not, Michigan's gonna handle that ass.
Yeah. I guess that's all. I think that's all college stuff.
Donovan, can we get a SmackDown update? If you're still watching, can we get something? Did Sheamus fucking Sami Zayn right in the face here? Knock these teeth out. Can we get an update, please? Other than that, yeah. So we touched on some NFL. Not a lot. We do our waiver shit on Tuesday.
We were going to try to cover some of the NFL stuff this week, but it's kind of is what it is. I think we ended up talking more about college, and more of the playoff stuff that kind of coming to rise.
Because it's a great time. Now you're not going to see Bryce Young, who's another Heisman candidate, but you're going to see Caleb Williams. You're seeing it tonight. You're going to see the Stroud. No, you're not seeing him either. You're not. So yeah, this is Caleb. If Caleb Williams is gonna, which I think he's gonna be a top 10 pick in this draft, if not the number 1 overall pick. Caleb Williams got all the goods, and that's undoubtedly. I think he wins. He locks up if they handle their business. They take care of Utah tonight. He locks up the Heisman. He locks it up, Jamie. He's gonna win that Heisman. I think Drake May deserves to be there, though. The way the season he's had, he should be in like the top 5, but he won't get much love because UNC, they what is it, 3 or 4 losses? Yeah, 17-10. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Utah's hanging in there.
Yeah,
it's not over.
Well, almost halftime.
But yeah, no, I think if USC wins the game, I think Caleb Williams locks up the Heisman.
Yeah,
and which he should. He had some deep. 2 seasons at Oklahoma before this, so what happens. Let's see. Buffalo beat Akron.
No. Yeah, that's just.
Yeah,
I think that was a other
It's
kind
like
of.
is the still a thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they have a MAC championship. I think that to me,
Oh yeah, I don't give it.
that's Toledo in Ohio, but yeah, not big deal to me. But yeah, it was more. It was more. They have a Sunbelt chip. Some they have a Mountain West. They got Boise State. That's where fucking what's his name came from.
Kellen Moore, your
well that and the running back he went to the Eagles. What's his name?
Miles Sanders didn't go there.
No. It was
Boston Scott. I'll
No.
start naming off.
No,
No,
not Boston Scott. He was there a couple years ago, and he's out of the league.
Fuck,
They traded for him. It's not Ayukin, but it's they call him the can't think of his name now. He had dreads and everything.
Oh, Jordan Howard.
No, not Jordan Howard either. He was kind of a top guy. He was not you. I'll have to find him later.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, he was a top guy up in with Boise State. Cowboys were thinking of maybe consider taking him, but it's a Jukin, not Jukin, a JU. I don't know. I'll look him up.
Okay.
He was with the Eagles a couple years ago.
I trust you.
Yes.
That's
before Miles Sanders came to be a thing.
Boise State, yeah. I love their. You know what? I don't know anything about the team this year. I haven't followed Boise State in probably about 10 years. I love the field. I love the blue fucking field, and for that reason, they're gonna win the Mountain West championship. Yeah, it's like a woman's opinion. Like, I like their colors. I like their no. They're gonna fucking win that shit. You got some banana. What is this? Banana Caribou Cheerios. See, to me, this is some of these college matchups. This shit is more interesting to me than that. You know what? I need to go buy. Boring. We cut out again.
Exactly offhand.
Jayo, yeah.
Yeah.
He was with the fucking Dolphins for a little bit too. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
who I was thinking of.
Or
yeah.
Donovan.
Yeah, he was with he ended up with the Eagles here not too long before he kind of just fell off.
Where's my SmackDown update, Donovan?
But yeah, no, that's what I was trying to find out here. I was trying to look up, but yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, that's you got the Mountain State, but AC championship. Oh, I probably fucked up in my edit. It's the AAC championship.
I think he fused the ACC and the AAF together. That's about the level of this conference. The AAC is shit. Shit-tastic.
Good God. Yeah,
it's one of those nights you blame it on the juice. Got you loose.
Yeah.
Blame it on blame it on the wind. Okay. It set us up for failure tonight.
That and I shouldn't be cutting out, but
you know what? It's happened and that's fine. SmackDown should have been a great show. I don't know what's going on. Santos Escobar was going to fight Ricochet. Against the winner.
Go check that out.
Yeah, go check it out. That might be the main event tonight. See who gets the Intercontinental Championship match against Gunther. See what happens there. Is there anything that is there anything from Raw that you liked, or talking about wrestling? I liked the Austin Theory Seth Rollins segment.
That was pretty good.
I think that's going some places. I think they're gonna fight probably one more time for the U.S. title there.
Yeah,
and more bloodline stuff is always like to be on Showtime night. Fuck bloodline.
For sure.
Let's see what else before we get out of here.
Yep, I gotta eat.
And NBA, we kind of had the top 5 performers. Like we tell on Fridays. We always try to get to NBA, but it always ends up being football in some way.
Luka was actually pretty good the last game. I was looking at some notifications that Booker might be, a top guy for tonight. Whoever they were playing, I was going to do some DFS stuff with that tonight and didn't have an opportunity to. So I like Porzingis. He's
he's been steadily putting up some good week. I mean, that's not the first time I've seen him in the top 10. I think it's first time top 5 that he's been a performer for the week. But Porzingis, I mean, he hasn't been this productive probably, since first couple of years in the league. So I mean, I like what I'm seeing for Porzingis. Talked a little on Tuesday. LeBron's still putting up numbers. KD, DeGrom to the Rangers. What?
I didn't see it.
Shit!
Are you serious? Donovan, are you actually serious that
Jacob DeGrom's going to the fucking Rangers? Oh, this is.
I did not see that update for sure. Because I would have been all over that shit.
New stadium, new you. The Rangers are mark it down.
Holy dude, that's
2024. The Rangers will be the World Series champions. Mark it down.
I guess I did hear maybe that he wanted to go down to Texas.
Together a nice Jamie. They're putting together a nice team down there. I think they're about 2 years away.
Let me go back to this quick here. So, when Donovan, when did that just happen today? Sometime roughly. I'm kind of curious because
I didn't see anything when we were prepping. I saw the Wong deal with the Mariners and Brewers, and I didn't see any of the Jacob DeGrom shit.
We were actually just kind of talking a little bit about the Bolton Wong traded with
the Yankees.
No, not the Yankees.
Or Dodgers. They brought in what's his face?
No, they Seattle traded
Joey Gallo.
No, Seattle traded with the Blue Jays. They ended up getting one of the top guys. But
5 years,
$185.
That's probably why. Well, Donovan, we were busy drinking and then doing this, so that's probably why we missed.
Yeah, I probably missed it, but yeah, I know because I mentioned it on Tuesday their show earlier yesterday.
37 million.
I mentioned, I said, I was like, it's very possible DeGrom goes to Texas.
37 million a year. Ooh.
That's crazy though. Now I'll have to kind of look that up and see because now the
finger licking good.
Does Bassett stay with the Mets? Does Traylon Walker, does he actually move up now? So I mean, I had him in a couple of leagues. I had Traylon Walker.
The Mets, before they collapsed at the end of the season, they were a contender.
Yeah, they were.
Why the fuck are you letting your number one, if not number 2 pitcher? I mean, the Mets got the money. Don't play me like that. This is a top 6-year-old in the fuck it. They got they could have given DeGrom at least maybe 35. I mean, 37. I mean, the Rangers, that's 37 mil a year.
I think DeGrom was tired. I think injury concern. I mean, what pitcher doesn't have
Eric, these guys are all a start away from Tommy John. I mean, let's be honest. The way these guys rocket the ball.
Yeah.
Not everybody's fucking knuckleball or Tim Wakefield. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's fucking.
Honestly, you can probably pitch 2-3 games. Next thing you know, you're out for a whole fucking year.
Yeah, and Texas, they got a lot of shit going on down there. They got a new stadium. They got they do got a new stadium. They're gonna be building a new stadium. That's gonna be fucking awesome. No state, and guess what? Texas no state income tax. So in like another state, like let's say maybe he threw that in too. DeGrom was like, okay, well I'm gonna have to pay 10 million of this 35 or 37 whatever in taxes if I live in New York. But if I go down to Texas, no state income tax. He's claiming all that fucking money. He's raking it all in, Jay. And he's going to contender. The Rangers will be in the mix. I think they'll make the playoffs next year, 2023. And by 2024, I think they're going to be the World Series champions. I think they're going to put together a team. That AL West is going to be fucking with the Astros and what the Mariners are doing. I mean, Angels are in trouble. I would deal your boy Mike Trout. I think it's time. I think it's time, dude. I think you need to move on from him. He's wasted his career in that shitty organization.
Wait, what about Ohtani?
And they got Ohtani too. They got 2 of the biggest names in baseball, and they can't fucking they can't sniff the playoffs.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
And it's gonna get worse because, like I said, the Rangers are gonna get better. The Mariners. It's gonna be an arms race. That's gonna be the best goddamn division in baseball. The A's. A's are sneaky. Every now and again, they'll make them.
The A's are not. They
aren't great either, but they have
got rid of a lot of their good pitchers. They had one guy, the freaking Yankees, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think they'll have some upcoming pitchers this year.
I like what that whole division, especially the top 3 teams. I like what that whole division's doing. The Angels are in trouble. I think my 5th place team this coming year. I don't. Ohtani can only get you so much. This guy is out of this. And he's in a big market, but he's I'll say it. He's wasting his talents there. This guy is fucking modern day Babe Ruth, and he should be on a Phillies Phillies Yankees something. Utah USC tied up. Oh, we got a game, boys.
Yes,
we got a fucking game here.
Wait, will the Utes actually pull off an upset over fucking UNC or USC? Sorry, that's gonna be. We should
go to a sports bar and watch this. Fuck, why you gotta work? Why?
Right?
Well, he's a good guy. The weather up here, weather in South Dakota is shit.
Well, so dude, we can turn the game on right now. We can just say bye to you guys.
We might have to, but just saying with Jamie, he's got E2. He's a fucking good dude. Guy has come up, is stuck where he's at basically because of the roads, and Jamie's kind of filling in tonight. So yeah. So this is typically Jamie's night off, but you know what? He's filling in like you guys should do. You guys should look out for your brethren too. You should look out for people close to you.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
So, regardless of the weather situation, but yeah, definitely Jamie and I would fucking love to be watching this game, down a few more yummies and fucking getting some grub and shit. But
talking just, podcast stuff down the road. I mean, we got some stuff that we want to talk about down the road. I got some blue, I can see, I got a little poster board back there. So there's things that. Yep. So there's things that, we want to kind of bring up for future shows and just some ideas to make the show a lot better. We want our agenda to be kind of more, maybe spot on, or we just want things that we care about to get out there. Actually, to be honest with you,
it's near and dear to my heart, and keep up the good work. Thank you, Eric. We'll try. And but I can't get over this. I don't, injuries or not, you got the payroll. This isn't the goddamn Twins. This isn't the goddamn Reds. I mean, they have the payroll to pay a guy like Jacob deGrom. You don't let him walk. I don't care. It's the same thing. I don't give the hell the Yankees are pussyfooting around with Aaron Judge. I don't get what the hell they're doing there. That's your MVP. That's the face of your goddamn franchise, and you let him get to the free agent wire. I was going to comment on this on, probably for the last couple of weeks. I don't get it. I don't fucking get because he's 31. That's not that old.
Yeah.
You give Aaron Judge, you
for sure.
You back the Brinks truck up. Aaron Judge is the goddamn face of your franchise. Thank you, Donovan.
Yeah, we do what we can, Donovan. I mean, it's a work in progress, but for sure we want to bring out some more. We want more we're going to bring out more content down the road. 2023 is going to be better. Right now, it's kind of more. This is more of a work in progress to work out. So 23 be time.
It's like a wire, got the kink in there. Jamie's coming in, and I got to do a little soldering. We'll get it straightened out. We'll get everything just kosher.
Yes, for sure. Good. So yes, hang in with those guys. Future shows are actually going to be. They're gonna be better down the road for sure. We want to bring good content to you guys. We love our sports. We love football. We love basketball. I mean, maybe a little hockey. I don't do too much hockey, but
we still need to go to NH.
Oh yeah, dude. I
gotta take you to a goddamn Wild game. You'll fucking love it.
It was crazy. I was watching the Wild's game last night.
Good.
I was actually watching the Wild come back to win 4-2 against the freaking Oilers. That was crazy.
And they got a rabid fan. Those fans in St. Paul are nuts. The whole state loves that fucking team. You would love the atmosphere.
Oh, I'm sure I would.
But yeah, so that's our thing. And if we do, maybe we'll podcast live from XL Energy Center. We go to a Wild game. You know, we'll hammer it out, and maybe go see the Kraken. Dude, I'm a Lightning fan, but I've been dying to see the Kraken. I
wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind.
I love seeing these new franchise. You know, I know they're a couple years now, but like, love to see new franchise. I love their logo. I love the vibe. You know, love the drink. Release the Kraken. You know, it's fucking. Let's get a wild Kraken game going on
for sure.
And you know, we got you know, a few more updates here. This just in, Josh Allen's great. I didn't mention this earlier in the show, but they whooped the Patriots' ass. Matt, you know what? And the reason I bring this up is because quarterbacks that don't have the skill level, I think the Patriots need to go back in the draft. I don't care if he made the Pro Bowl or not. I'm going to say this because we got the airtime. I'm going to do it. They can go back in the draft next year or trade for Derek Carr. Mac Jones got to go. What do you think before we go? Mac Jones, he's not the answer, Jamie. I don't care if he was an alternate. Not even like he made the Pro Bowl. Like he was an alternate last year. Okay, he wasn't that great. Josh McDaniels did wonders with him and shit. He got to go. I think you trade for Derek Carr or you got to draft somebody. I think the Patriot last night was just he's not on Tua's level. He's not on Josh Allen's level.
I was kind of watching the game.
Might even be on Mike White's level.
Mike White, you know what's funny? Mike White was a practice squad guy on the Dallas team. But no, you know, to make a quick point too, this was the other you know, I was with this whole playoffs thing coming with the college thing. I was, you know, this was in a whole Discord thing, and in my eyes, if you're gonna be first rounder or not, I mean, a lot of you know, look at where Josh Allen came from. He came from Wyoming. He was not known for this. Was no freaking top 5 powerhouse team. You know, he wasn't playing for Alabama. He wasn't playing for Ohio.
The hell
State.
was he working with?
You know,
Nothing.
so if, for a QB like him coming into, you know, playing with Wyoming, the guy was playing with what he had, and it actually showed out. And now, I mean, he was a top. You know, now look at him. He's a top he's a top guy with the Bills.
Yeah. Exactly. So, and you know what? I don't know what the hell they're doing in Western Kentucky, but they've made 2 NFL quarterbacks their last 2 guys. So obviously doing something right with Mike White and Bailey Zappi. So they must be doing something right in Western Kentucky because they're cranking out NFL quarterbacks now.
Yeah.
Kind of like NDSU was doing with Trey Lance and Wentz. You know what I mean? So
yeah, most definitely.
So they know what they're doing, and let's give you know, if you picked up Mike White, you got him. You know,
especially in 2 QB leagues, make sure you play him.
Yeah, see what the kid can do, you know, because he's had he had 1 stinker and 2 really good games. So we'll see if he's more the 300 yard guy or if he's more of the 4 pick guy.
Yeah,
you know, we'll find that out. But you got to know. But yeah, Mac Jones is not the answer. I've seen enough. I'd put Bailey Zappi. I mean, once they're eliminated,
I'm fine with Bailey, man.
He looked good.
Give him a shot.
He looked good. Mac Jones, he flipped the fuck out last night. I like my quarterback being angry like Brady.
Trying to be in a freaking
yeah. Apparently Kyler doesn't care about anybody but
good God.
Fucker. Had to get some late jabs in there, but
all right, guys.
Jamie's got to get to work.
Yeah, I got food to eat. Yeah. So anyways, we appreciate the views, appreciate the guys that did make a lot of comments. We appreciate everybody.
Enhances the show.
Yes.
Thanks, fellas. Yep.
Yeah, we appreciate everything. So next Tuesday.
Same bat time, same bat channel, fuckers.
Sounds great, guys.
That's a good tagline. I like
that. Yeah. We'll try to stay warm. I know it's gonna be super chilly in the morning.
Cold, dude. I think it's gonna be like 3 degrees in the morning, Eric. So bundle up.
Like negative 25 in the morning.
Yeah, with the windshield probably negative 25.
Yeah. Donovan, you have yourself a good night too,
yeah,
bro.
Night, Donovan.
All right, guys. We are up out of here. Laters.